Hello everybody, it's William. So welcome to my channel. If you are new here, this channel is mainly about programming, AI, game dev, and all sort of interesting things. And I will update one video a day. Okay, so let's get started. So previously we talked about neuron and how neuron works when we got those sort of inputs. And as I promised, we're going to show you guys how to deal with real life scenario. So what's better real life scenario than just go to Kaggle and find some of the data, real life data, right? So let me just show you Kaggle and for those of you guys who are not familiar with Kaggle, Kaggle is just a data and training, and yeah, they even got the GPU renting service right now. So yeah, essentially it's a pretty great platform for you to get your muscle and neuron trained. Okay, so yeah, Kaggle, I go to the data set and I did to multivariate data set, multi-category, so multi-class, multi-dimensional, body performance data, Twitter sentiment data. This is Twitter sentiment data, that is very good. Entity level sentiment analysis. Okay, we got this tweet, positive, yeah, positive or negative. That's skin cancer, air pollution forecast, multivariate. This might be good. We got pollution, dew, temperature, press, and I think this is pretty good. Especially we got a lot of variable here, right? I think this looks pretty good, and you can look at the code and solutions and discussions about other people use, right? And you can sort of filter it, right? Hottest or most votes, and get the algorithm that other people think is pretty good. They're using Arch, right, to analyze it, and this looks pretty cool. But let's start from scratch. Okay, this is just a way, and I'm going to show you how to start from scratch. Okay, so we're not going to actually write that, but actually we're going to just using a sort of a pseudo code to solve the problem. Let's just start a journey. Okay, so let me bring out my pen. So previously we got this input, right? So input, let me write again, and we got a certain neuron here, so n here, and then we got output. So if you simplify this problem, and remember, not every problem we need to use the neural network. Sometimes we just use say linear regression. We can do that. Okay, so for example, you got pollution, you got dew, you got temp, you got press, you got all that. Okay, so essentially you got x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Okay, and so remember, we have different weight for it, so we can just assign different weights to it and doing the multiplication, right? So basically what you can do is just to use the summation I from 1 all the way to m, and this time m equals to 5. And what you are going to do is to use the weight I, because I1 corresponds to x1, so xi. Okay, you're doing the summation, and you got that the pollution, maybe the pollution is certain index. Okay, so let's just say it's an index about pollution. Okay, so the pollution index, I'm going to use pollution index pi for that. Okay, so you can train a model using this way. This is just a multiple regression sort of a way to tackle this problem. Okay, so if you think about this, and in the terms of neural network, let me just redraw that in the terms of neural network. So we get x1, x2, x3, 4, and 5. Let's just assume that we got a 5. Okay, and that correspond to say the pollution, right? Pollution, dew, and we got temperature, we got press. This is pollution, and we got this maybe this wind direction. Okay, so let me use the W, wind. Okay, and we got different weight for that, and we can directly got the output. So we get weight 1, weight 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can treat this as a neural network without hidden layer. So the hidden layer is essentially just the layer in between the input and output. So we got input here, we got output here, and without the hidden layer, we just need to ascertain the weight that we need to assign to it. So essentially just get all that data, get all the data, get all the data, get all the data, like you are fitting a multivariate model. And remember, this is just a simple linear, multiple linear regression. And I have already discussed in this machine learning, it's just using a model, using an algorithm to find its best fit, rather than use the deep learning methods, neural network method to find the best fit. Okay, so it's the if you are not familiar with that, I got a new series of machine learning, and it sort of cover most of the method that we use, especially in using machine learning, and all sort of I think I treat it as a sort of a basic statistic point of view. Okay, so yeah, that is how it is done. But this gives you an idea that you have to use every variable. Okay, so you have to use everything. But what about scenario that you think that the dew is not important? You want to exclude that. What about sometimes you think that maybe the pressure is not important? You want to exclude that. Maybe exclude that both, and you just want to use these three to make your weather forecast, because in using this model you're going to predict different places. Sometimes maybe the dew does not matter in the deserts. Okay, so the deserts, the dew will be nothing. Okay, and maybe the dew is pretty important in a rainforest, because once the change we get rain. I'm not saying that I'm saying the assumption is the absolutely correct fact. It's just that I give you some example. Okay, I just make that up. But you got the idea. Is that if you use the model in different places, sometimes the variable, the coefficient that you want to use is of no importance. Sometimes you might choose this, sometimes you may want to ignore it. So this multivariate model will give you a sort of assumption that every variable counts. Okay, you have to use every variable, and if you think a variable does not count, you might just assign it to a pretty small weight, but that does not cover every scenario. Sometimes you might need to assign much heavier weights on that variable. So here comes to the area that the normal machine learning model can't cover. That's the reason why we need a hidden layer for that. So I know I have been talking about hidden layer and no hidden layer, this concept hidden layer a lot, and I haven't introduced guys yet. So this is the place where I formally introduce hidden layer, and I'm going to do that in the next video. So you need to know that this model has some of the shortcomings that we need to overcome by adding a layer in between. So we need to add a step. So this is, if you look at my previous video, this is just step 1 and step 3. Okay, we need to insert step 2 in order to make my model more versatile, and I'm going to introduce you guys the hidden layer in the next video. So if you're still there, my name is William, and thanks for your subscription and thumbs up. Okay, bye.